Hi there, this is Jenny from Jenny's Garden, and today I'm going to go back to a process I've showed before, and I was just cleaning up some stuff and I thought, oh well, this will be a good process video to show someone because I've got all the components and already created so I can put them together real quick. I'm going to put that aside for a minute, and I wanted to show you some of the things I've been playing with. So a long time ago I bought some Tonic embellishing powder. That's it, powder. So I tried putting it with metal and put it on a card that had Xyron. And if you notice what a really funky effect it came up with. I think that's pretty funky monkey. And probably if you use glue instead, you would have more cohesiveness. If you ever look how Xyron puts down the adhesive, you can almost see it because they did not melt together. So you can see the pattern that Xyron's put down when they go into their transfer material. All right, this is a birthday balloon I'm still working on. I've been working on this for months and months. I don't like how this color for this blue is going with the rest of it. So I want to enhance that color. I'm going to do probably, I don't know, sometimes if you get too carried away, you ruin the whole effect. What this is this is an acrylic pour. And then I got it slightly wet and I put gold flaking on it. And so that's just one. And see, I got some adhesive there. Adhesive, didn't get it wet. I put some adhesive there and just to add a little enhancement to it. All right. This is one, I think you saw this video where I used glimmer paste, cosmic glimmer paste, and a stencil. And it's a very, very quick, simple card to make. Great Easter cards for your buds out there, just to say hello. All right. This guy, I'm just finishing him up. He's part of my Stamps of Life animal series where I'm making them with acrylic pour paper. So they're all tending to be, I just pulled a piece of black paper. And you can see the really cool acrylic pour in there. Can you see that? And so I got the black sheep and this is the black squirrel. I was gonna give him red eyes for lasers and stuff, but then when I got him on with this really cute, this is metallic poster board from Cricut. So I cut these out with my Cricut. And then when I put him together with that, I said, oh, he needs blue eyes. So he got blue eyes. This is another of those stencils, and instead of glimmer paste, this is glitter paste. So the leaves are done in glimmer paste and the leaves are done in glitter paste. Get this stuff out and use it. It will dry up on you. So mostly like your inks and everything. I've got ink pens from 25, 30 years ago. Those are airtight inside their little capsules as long as you make sure the tops are on securely. But when it comes to paste and things like that, they're eventually gonna dry. It's just, that's what they're made to do. They're made to dry quickly when you bring them out in air. Like this is, these were pigments that were in pixie powder. And when I added water to it, it was made to dry real quickly in a metallic clump. So these artists that are creating and working with these different mixed media are putting a lot of thought in it for you so that you can use it and really come out looking like a pro. So this one, oh, I didn't even know I brought this one in. Okay, so this one was, I took the double-sided adhesive dots and then I put heat reactive foil on them and just rubbed it in, you know, like deco foil. Put some deco foil in there. And then this is some glitter paste. My paper is warped here. So this is something I've got to work on with this card. What I'll probably do is heat it from the back and see if that will help with the warping. Sometimes if it warps one way, if you turn it around the other, you can heat it with your heat gun. I've got one here. I don't like to use it when I'm doing a video though, because I'm not big on heat guns and blow dryers anyway. I don't like them around my ears. So anyway, so I'm gonna put those aside. That's just some works in progress and playing I've been doing. And then I'm gonna work on this piece right here. So, so these are two of the panels. I want to say 5x7, but I don't think they are. Oh, look, you've got a ruler right here, Jenny. Thanks, Tim Holtz. 4 1/4 by 5 3/4. Okay, so these are 4 1/4 by 5 3/4 panels. I think they're spellbinders. I'm pretty sure they're spill binders. I had done the, how did I do these? There's a video on how I made this is acrylic pour paper, is it? This is not. This is pixie powder paper, sorry. So this is pixie powder that I put all over a sheet of paper in different colors, kind of like I do with my acrylic pours and stuff. And I wet it down good, and then I spread it around. And then after it dried, I cut it with the dye. So some of these dyes, especially like the Stamps of Life by Stephanie Barnard, Tim Holtz's dyes, Anna Griffin's dyes, Crafter's Companion dyes this might be a Crafter Companion dye. Oh, well, anyway, so they're really good and sturdy. If you get some cheaper dyes, they're not going to be able to handle the thickness, because this is 140 pound paper, and you might think, well, that's not very thick. This is 110 pound. So just those 30, that difference of 30, the delta of 30, it tells you how much you can cut. And if your die is too thin, it's not going to cut this heavy stuff. You're going to end up with a backing of the other 30 pounds. I don't think it's that, but you know what I mean. So I thought, I was over there cleaning up some stuff and organizing, and I thought, oh, well, this black gate, this is from a gate card that I made, and this is some extra that I had left over. And I thought, well, this would be pretty if it outlined it, but I don't like the black in the middle. I think that I need something like, wow, but then try to leave the black here, maybe. So one day I just sat down and I cut up 8.5 by 11 sheets in quarters. So this is 65 pound cardstock that I cut up in quarters, and then I double Xyroned it. So I threw it through the Xyron once and threw it through a second time. And I will get these off. And so now I've got sticky. I then cut it. I leave it in the, what is it, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Is that right? Is that what the quarter is? Huh, yes, Jenny. No, because I've already cut this down. I cut it to fit this. So I left just a little overlap on the ends. So hopefully it will fit on the ends okay. And do I got a gap there? Got a little gap. Let me move this over. I'm not pressing on it yet because I'm just trying to position it. Okay, and then I'm going to tap, tap, tap once I've got it where I want it. Just tap, tap, tap very gently. If you have a brayer, you see me use these before. This is a rubber surface, so it's spongy. It's not rubber, it's some kind of foam stuff, I don't know. But it's also silicone. So you can roll it and try to roll in one direction. And you can roll it, and that way that pushes it down without pulling up your sticky. So it looks like I need to take a baby wipe and wipe this off. So I do that every now and then. And then what I'm going to use is my gilding paper, Gilding Flakes. And what I do is I take a regular kitchen sponge and I cut it up in quarters, 6, however many pieces, so it fits your hand comfortably. I get one of those. I get a coffee filter. These are the best for embossing powder, glitter, anything that's kind of little and floaty or easily, you know, spilled, like the thing of glitter behind the camera. Yes, putting up the camera today, I spilled glitter. So this will help contain it, and then you can easily transfer it back in. This is, whoever thought of this, thank you. It is one of the easiest, most handiest tips we have, so thank you. And then what I do is, the first time I ever got glitter flake, it usually comes in tubs. This is Tonic Studios glitter flake. And when you get it, it comes into a tub. The first time I ever got it, I had the glitter glue and I had the gilding flake, and sure enough, I had glue all over my hands. My fingertips were gilded, and I was like, I don't know if I'll ever play with this again. And then I watched a very smart video by a very smart person. I can't remember who it is, but thank you, smart person, that said if you take your flake and you fluff it into a Tupperware container, it's a lot easier to work with. So we have a lot of smart people out there. Find their videos, like and subscribe from them. That's who we learn from, their teachers. So I talked about putting this on the outside. So I'm just going to lay my flake in with my fingers. As long as you don't have adhesive on your fingers, that's not going to stick. And because I use the Xyron, that's kind of a easy way to get that adhesive in those little holes without me having to try to get glue everywhere. And I do get glue everywhere. Should we have some music? Someone sing for me. You can put la 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 in the comments. That way I know you're watching. I'll ask questions sometimes and never get a response. I'm like, they're not watching. But I appreciate you subscribing. See, I got some gold right here. So this will probably end up with all gold on it now because I messed up that one little place. And that's okay, it makes it easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and gold that whole thing. There probably is a way to get that off, but I have so much time that I take up cleaning other kinds of stuff. I'm just not gonna worry about it, you know? We got too many things to worry about. So now I'm gonna take the rough side and I'm gonna roll it over. Roll it over. If you wanted it to try to maintain a smooth finish like this, you could try patting it down first and then roll it over, or just not even roll it over. What this does, it helps get the shape off of it. So you can hear the difference between the rough side and the smooth side. So depending on what kind of effect, think of that and try it. Please use your materials. Please, please, please. Also, that means you can buy more of the new colors when they come out. Yay, not feel guilty. All right, so I'm gonna rub this some, and I ended up doing most of that over the tub itself. I'm going to see my ceiling fan is blowing on it. Now I'm gonna kind of get it down deeper into there and make sure I'm gonna press and make sure that my flake is getting pressed into the adhesive, and I'm using the softer side. You don't need to rough it up that much. Also, the softer side, if you look at the surface, it's a more smooth surface, where the rough side is going to be pitted because they're rough. That's what makes it rough. Think. See what you can see. What do you think? Oh, it's pretty, isn't it? Don't you love how the green and blue are just popping off that gold? Oh, that's pretty. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yes, we should clean up first. Look, I just made gold tape. All right. Another good thing your sponge is good for on the smooth side is scraping up. So you can see that fan blowing. I should have turned off my fan for this one. I keep my fan going so when I'm working with different like resins and some of the acrylic paint, so it helps mitigate the fumes away from my face. We've learned a lot about the word mitigate, haven't we? I hope you guys are staying inside and taking care of your own. And let's not spread this mess that's out there. It's at least we can do. If you need help, there's plenty of people offering help out there. There's no reason to try. Just please, 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 please be safe. Safe, safe, safe. Okay, so I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to remove, oh, what do you think? Should I do it that? Should I do that? Sometimes when you come up with a project and you finish it, you're like, well, that's really not what I was aiming for, but I like it. But do I want to keep it? Like that upside down. You know how I could tell it was upside down? Is because these edges, when you cut with die cuts, they're slightly rounded. And that's really the difference between getting a machine cut like Cricut, which I use my Cricut, don't get me wrong. I'm a big vinyl, I love my Cricut for vinyl and stuff. The die cuts seem to have the shape inside the metal, so that helps round it and smooth it and things like that. So I don't think I'm going to mount this right now. I think I'm going to keep it. So thank y'all very much for being here today. Please take care of yourselves, hug your loved ones, and just try to enjoy some of the beauty that's inside your life. Thanks. Bye-bye.